Have you ever wondered about those mysterious 3 hours of darkness that fell across the earth during the crucifixion of Jesus? This wasn't just any ordinary darkness, and what happened during those hours would change the course of human history forever. Picture yourself in ancient Jerusalem around noon. The sun is typically at its brightest, yet suddenly an inexplicable darkness descends across the land. This wasn't a solar eclipse, it couldn't have been. The Passover always occurs during a full moon, making an eclipse astronomically impossible. This supernatural darkness lasted from noon until 3 p.m., marking one of history's most profound moments. But to understand the significance of these 3 hours, we need to journey back 2,000 years earlier. God made an extraordinary promise to Abraham, walking through the blood of 5 different animals: sheep, goat, cow, dove, and pigeon. This ancient ceremony wasn't just symbolic. It was a divine promise that God himself would one day pay the price for humanity's sins. For 2 millennia following this promise, the Jewish people faithfully carried out daily animal sacrifices in the temple. Every day, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., priests would sacrifice these same 5 types of animals. But here's the fascinating part. These sacrifices weren't actually removing anyone's sins. Instead, they served as constant reminders of God's promise to eventually provide the ultimate sacrifice. Now, let's return to that dark afternoon at Calvary. The timing is crucial. Jesus was nailed to the cross at 9 a.m., the exact time the daily sacrifices began in the temple. As darkness covered the land at noon, something extraordinary was happening. Many scholars believe this darkness symbolized the weight of the world's sins being placed upon Jesus. The parallel events unfolding at the temple and at Calvary were about to converge in an incredible way. For 3 hours, as darkness gripped the land, the final act of this divine drama played out. Then, at precisely 3 p.m., 2 significant events occurred simultaneously. At the temple, a priest lifted a ram's horn, the shofar, to signal the day's final sacrifice. At that exact moment, Jesus cried out from the cross, "It is finished." The timing couldn't have been more perfect. As the priest's knife descended toward the throat of the last sacrificial lamb in the temple, Jesus gave a loud cry. When the lamb's head slumped onto the temple altar, Jesus bowed his head and whispered his final words, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." This wasn't just the end of a life. It was the fulfillment of a promise made thousands of years before. With these final moments, Jesus completed what all those animal sacrifices had pointed toward. He had broken Satan's hold on humanity, paid the full price for sin, and fulfilled the ancient promise made to Abraham. Those 3 hours of darkness marked the transition from the old system of repeated sacrifices to the complete and final sacrifice. No more would the blood of animals be needed. No more would daily sacrifices be required. In one perfect sacrifice, Jesus accomplished what thousands of animal sacrifices could never do. He provided the way for complete forgiveness and reconciliation with God. The darkness lifted, but the world was forever changed. The temple sacrifices, which had continued faithfully for centuries, would soon cease entirely. They were no longer needed, for the true Lamb of God had offered himself as the perfect and final sacrifice, bringing to completion everything that had been promised and prophesied.
Hello, it's Jimmy with Embrace Amazing here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on new content. You can also check out our exclusive members-only area on our channel, or you can go to our Patreon or any of our other socials to see the other things we do down in the description below. If you want to check out our blog and merch store, hit this button over here. And if you want to see another video by us, hit the button over here. Or, please click below and subscribe and help YouTube push us in the algorithm and bring more people here to join our Embrace Amazing family. Thank you for watching, and please tune in again.